Hey, my friend, you are not alone. Even as you watch this screen, perhaps a voice in the back of your mind is whispering the fatigue of the day, the anxieties of tomorrow. That voice says, I'm not enough. It says, I won't make it. When you go to bed at night, it keeps you from closing your eyes despite all your exhaustion. I know because I've been there. That person in a dark room, a prisoner of their own thoughts, struggling to breathe, that might be you right now. And that's exactly why we're here. Today, I'm going to show you the most powerful truth that modern psychology and the Holy Bible offer together. I will show you how to break free from the chains that have turned your mind into a prison. But first, you must make a promise to your mind to get started. Now, to show that you're ready to embark on this journey, type the word starting in the comments. Remember, every great victory begins with a small step. Come on, take that first step and prepare your mind for this journey. Awesome. Now that your mind is ready, let's begin. Modern psychology tells us that anxiety and overthinking keep our brains in a constant survival mode. Our bodies constantly release stress hormones, and our minds grow weary from producing endless scenarios about the future. But what if I told you there's a guide that recognized this cycle thousands of years ago and offered a solution? The Holy Bible, though not a psychology book, offers surprisingly deep truths about the workings of our minds. Have you ever wondered why people who believe in the Bible and build their lives on that faith seem to experience less anxiety? Or how they manage to stay strong even in the toughest times? This isn't a matter of performance or luck. It's a matter of mindset. They don't just pray, they surrender. They take control away from their own minds and give it to a higher power. This is the very essence of what science calls surrender, that powerful spiritual practice that reduces stress and enables acceptance. Look at history. Think of Wernher von Braun, one of the greatest nuclear physicists of the Cold War. Even as he grappled with the most complex scientific problems, he knew that science couldn't provide all the answers, and he found peace in his faith. Or think of Martin Luther King Jr., who, despite the violence and pressure he faced in his fight for civil rights, managed to resist anxiety and give hope to people by drawing strength from his faith. His stance was not just a protest, but a demonstration of spiritual resilience. These people did what modern psychology calls managing your resources by trusting in God. So how can you become one of them in a world so filled with anxiety? As Morgan Freeman said in The Shawshank Redemption, hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. Let's look at how you can find that hope in the darkness of anxiety. 1. Worrying is stealing from tomorrow. Psychology. Staying in the present moment, mindfulness, reduces anxiety. The Bible. In Matthew 6:34, Jesus says, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. This is the very concept of mindfulness taught by modern psychology, living in the present moment. God doesn't want us to try to control something we're not capable of, which is the future. He simply wants us to live for today. 2. Casting your burdens. Psychology. Instead of suppressing emotions, expressing and talking about them to someone is cathartic. The Bible. In 1 Peter 5:7 it says, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. This verse is the spiritual equivalent of the psychological concept of seeking support. Just as you would confide in a friend, surrendering your anxieties and worries to God brings an incredible lightness to your mind. This act provides not only emotional relief but also a sense of spiritual security. 3. Rewiring your mind. Psychology. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, aims to identify and replace negative thought patterns with positive and realistic ones. The Bible, in Romans 12:2, it says, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will. This verse describes the very foundation of CBT, the idea of transforming the mind, thousands of years ago. By filling your mind with God's Word instead of negative and anxious thoughts, you gain a new perspective and an inner strength. Now I have a call for you to pray. After watching this video, close your eyes and pray with the most sincere words from your heart. Surrender your anxieties to Him like a heavy burden. Say, God, I am giving this worry to you. I am tired of carrying this burden alone. I want your peace to fill my mind and heart. These simple words will open a door deep within your soul. Remember, you don't need perfect words to talk to God. You just need a sincere heart. Remember, the thing that turns your mind into a prison is not the thoughts you can't control. It's believing in those thoughts and clinging to them. The Holy Bible and modern science are telling us the same thing. Don't surrender to anxiety. Cast your burden and renew your mind. The biggest part of the battle is already won. You now know you are not alone, and you hold the most powerful weapons for this fight. This video can be a turning point for you. Now take that first step to start the change in your life and begin to believe. Because your story isn't over yet, it's just